Hello, Choro-Q lovers. Boy, we got a special set today. I was very lucky enough to find it at a diecast show here locally. It's called the Old Garage Series, and it's a bunch of American cars that look like barn finds. But in particular, if you look at the photographs behind, I'm gravitating more towards the GT40s. But it's not just GT40s. I don't know if these are the order they came shipped in. This was probably displayed or used before. But it doesn't even matter because they're supposed to look old and dirty. So, nice tin. I don't know, I'll just store something in there later. You got some protective plastic, which, yeah, this is all mangled up. So, these are definitely used toys. So, if you're unaware, Choro-Qs are pullback toys. You can literally wind them up and they go very fast. But I feel they're too nice to be ramming into walls. But there you go. I've actually reviewed a few of these before. It's just I didn't have the set. So there's a few colors in here that I've never, owned. Let's save the GT40s for last. Let's start with the Thunderbirds. Now this one I've never seen before. It's pink. It's got a brown door. And so they just like have these paint apps. This is not decal work. Paint actually. It looks like it's actually coated with chocolate sauce. So that's interesting. And then, well, we know it came out in 2008. These old garages, they have these old tires. These tires look old on purpose. I don't know how they do it, but they look kind of pitted, like spongy. Maybe it's like a spongy rubber that they use instead of normal, shiny, solid rubber. Anywho, the wheels are nicely molded. They, look like hubcap wheels or something like that. And then the body is all plastic. And let's see, there's a roof that can come off. You gotta pinch it. It's got these little tabs to pinch, right? And it's cloudy plastic, which is alright, I guess, in this case, because it's an old car. So it's like a gray color, looks alright. Then we got a nice, very tan interior. Yeah, okay, and that's a matte finish. Then we in the back, we have Old Garage and the license plate. That same kind of wheel. This is a coin holder, by the way, so it'll do wheelies. Painted red and silver for the taillights. This whole bumper wheel holder thing is painted silver. The bumper is actually a separate piece. This one's screwed together in two spots, which is a little different than normal. Going around to the front, we have these plastic headlights, but they're in a metallic gunmetal. Same with the grill. So they have some dimensionality, so they look like light buckets. They just don't have a clear lens. A little bump here with silver for the turn signals, and then you got a paint wash in here as well that makes it look dirty. More chocolate sauce all over the thing. The vent here is painted black. It's nice that it says for sale here. And this side here, I'm starting to notice there's some ribbing here for the vents there. The door handle again is silver. Alright, so yeah, that's actually pretty cool, this one. Nice details. We'll leave the roof off on that one. This one I've done before, I've reviewed before. They sold these individually in individual boxes, so that's how I acquired the other ones. Just to let you know, you don't have to buy the whole set because it's really rare and it was really expensive. But actually, I think these individually are really expensive as well because, well, they're 15 years old now, right? And they're cool. Basically all the same molded details. Oh, but the paint is quite different. This is all blacked out here. That's kind of weird. I'm not sure if I like that, actually. And this has like a metallic, like dusting or something. Or I think the maroon paint might be metallic maroon. I definitely see some flakes of shininess in there. And then it's got a different type of for sale on there. And this one has like a black interior matte finish again. Alright, we'll leave the roof off on this one just so you can see the differences. The door handles are not painted on this one. So like this one seems to have less paint work going on. Yeah. Okay, Ford Mustangs. This I don't have. This colorway, that is. So we got different wheels here, specific I guess to that kind of Mustang. They got ridges. They almost look 3D printed, these ridges, but this is before 3D printers were cheap. So these must be molded. And this one has traditional construction with the tab in the back, not a screw. All right. Yeah. Again, this chocolate sauce on this one looks a lot better. See, it's kind of faded there. But yeah, it still looks kind of like chocolate sauce. Um, yeah, we got some vent here. Vent details for sale again. Seems like the same exact for sale as on the Thunderbird. And then it seems like they dusted this with some sort of paint. You know, there's a light paint going on after all the chocolate sauce. Because you can see it's clearly different here than it is on the side. The side is much cleaner, but the roof is not. So it's nice that they did that, you know, process. Unfortunately, the molding here, you know, that's part of the molding process, and that's very unsightly to have that right in the middle of the roof. Very strange. All right, nice to see stuff on the license plate. Orange here, turn signals, the weird concave but acceptable headlights. Nice grille texture. This one's smooth. That's textured. And yeah, there we go on that side. This one does have painted door handles. And then look at the taillights. Nicely done. You know, the gunmetal and the red inside, the little badge area, and then some turn signals in the bumpers, a whole different piece, I think, with the different colors. So very cool, very cool. It's kind of weird, though, they wouldn't just write Mustang, right? Or somewhere on here what the car is. It's weird that, I mean, they're not realistic looking cars, so it'd be really helpful, I think, to actually tell people what the car is, since it's not realistic looking. This one I've reviewed before. I bought it, you know, individually. So this one, I guess this one looks like it went through a mud rally, at least in the front. I don't know why the front is so covered up with brown. Back here looks cool, you know, primer for, looks like primered body panels. And then for some reason the chocolate sauce on this one looks better. Yeah, it just does. This body is like a gunmetal, not gunmetal, metallic greenish. But there's some contaminants or something going on there, so that's too bad. Or maybe I wonder if there's paint rash. Is that going to happen on a plastic model? I think it's probably some sort of contaminants, yeah. Nice taillights again, and a lot of extra brown back here, so it's really strange. I think the sides, the top, look awesome, but the front and the back don't, because there's just too much brown. It's very odd. Alright. So this one I've reviewed again before in the past. It's the number 9 Gulf livery. And yeah, very cool. In particular, how the number 9 here is all weathered out. It even says GT40, which is kind of neat. There we go. And Targa. Targa is like a retail shop in Japan, I think. Painted on headlights there. Fog lights in silver. These are smooth recesses. Even the side vent, yeah, there's some dark color in the side vents. And these back vents here are molded down and painted. There's a little groove detail for the racing opening there. And then again, I think this may have been painted with like a dusting of, in this case, like an orange color over the sky blue on the top, because it's not apparent from the side. So they must have just lined up a whole bunch of these and just sprayed them all at the same time. But because they're all lined up next to each other, you don't have any on the sides. Alright, taillights are just red. And yeah, it's cool. It's cool. And the wheels are specific to a GT40. Nice old gold, weathered gold color. Alright, so this one I don't have. I've never seen it before. It's red. It's got a different door, and you'll notice, you know, the GT40, because the door actually cups up into the roof, they actually did paint it up there, so that's really neat. So it's got the old tires again. These wheels are a darker color, it seems, right? They're more gunmetal. I can barely tell the taillights are there, but they are a different red. And then this one is sprinkled with the chocolate sauce again. And then again, look at this. Oh, that's definitely, that's a serious paint problem. It's like, I don't know, it's like some extra dry paint from the paint gun fell off and then it ended up on this body. Well, anyways, it's an old garage find, so I guess it's fine. Nice, we got some silver here for this fuel filler. And then this tiny little NACA ducts here. Very neat. I didn't notice that on the last one. But they're there on the last one, yeah. Okay, so yeah. It's old looking, but not as, definitely not as cool as this. I mean, this is way cooler. So it seems like 3 of them, basically these 3, I've never seen before, and that's why I bought the set. These 3, if you're lucky, I guess you can find them on eBay for a very expensive amount, so maybe I can actually get some of my money back for buying this set in the first place. So sadly, you can see them wobbling around because they are pullback toys. Yeah, oddly, I still think I like the ones I already owned. I like the GT40 and this Mustang probably the most. And out of the new 3, I think I like the Mustang the most. It just looks the most weathered. Whereas this one, you know, it just looks like someone sprayed it with chocolate sauce. It's really strange. And for some reason, I just don't envision classic GT40s as red, so that's not helping me and think that looks cool. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching today. I'll see you in the next ChoroQ video.